Alright guys, check this out. I got a really special one for you. This is a new one, and to be honest, I didn't even pull the trigger yet on this one. So this is straight from my market watch list. Actually, this is my top favorite opportunity. Both, I would say, both short-term perspective and medium-term perspective. And I'm going to show you the technical picture here is nothing short of incredible. Now, I actually marked the very edge of this upside move, and I did it for a reason. I mean, I want you to focus on the blue system, right? It looks completely wild and, very unrespective for the fact that it actually violated the bottom key level right here, and it did the same right just a couple of days ago when it seemingly broke above the top key level, right? But let me say this was just a noise, and this was also just a noisy move, nothing genuine, right? We actually looking at a very strong setup, which is perfectly intact. And what we had here so far, I think that, I think the count is pretty easy, so I'm going to go for it. I think we're looking at the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? So we know what that means. That could very much mean that we're going to have the sixth and last move that will actually really break out of that system and continue on the downside exactly to the same direction it came from, right? Obviously, we can have a breakout on the upside, right? But I don't think that's the case here because of the big picture. Let me refresh your memory. So this is the monthly setup. Huge setup, right? We can see the black system here goes back all the way to the middle of 2016. And that was broken officially with a confirmation coming from the monthly close. It got closed below 67.14. We were actually having a lot of fun with these legs back then. But as price began to break, and we actually saw that because it was the sixth leg. So when it started to break below 67.14 here, and it actually closed below that level, that was a pretty strong indication that I will continue on the downside, at least to a Fibonacci projection level 1.618, which is at 63.60, and I should also suggest a further price target which marks the previous major low around 61.50. Now, what I think was going on here in the previous 3-4 months was price was starting to break away from that system, right, from that bottom key level 67.14. But what it did is it entered a slower scale sideways movement, and on the way it went up just to touch base again, right, to retest that same level and make sure it turned into a strong resistance. Now I can actually see how price before the end of the month is going to close below 67.14 and begin to turn around. Now here's what I expect, right? So I'm going to take you back to the, well, actually to the weekly chart. It's quite interesting to see already what's starting to cook here, right? So this is basically my trigger level. So what I would like to see is by the end of the day today, that we're going to have a close that looks pretty much like this, right? Below 67. That would be enough for me to look to establish a bearish position. And I'm going to try to chase price mainly towards two price targets. The 65.84, that's going to be the short-term price target, right? Talking about 200 pip, less than that. And of course, just according to the blue system here, right? The mid-low key level, that's always an important one. And of course, the last line, well, my final destination, in this case, the 63.60, which is going to be the medium-term price target. All right, so there you go. I didn't pull the trigger yet, but I'm going to wait at the end of the week. Just make sure that it's going to close like this, and then I'm going to take massive action, so be prepared. Anyway, have a great weekend. See you tomorrow. See you, well, next week. Bye-bye.